Eric Trump cancels event at Michigan gun shop after former employee is linked to domestic terror plot against governor. If this was a 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon type game, the president asterisk is probably more closely linked to these terrorists in Michigan than he is the actual Kevin Bacon. There is a reason white supremacists are feeling validated in the Trump admin. It's because they are sending Eric to gun shops to campaign. He's getting the shit jobs, and cancels means backing off just long enough for the press cycle to move on before openly embracing the same cast of characters. They never cut ties with these extremists. After it was discovered that the founder of Latinos for Trump was actually the leader of the hate group Proud Boys, which the FBI calls an extremist group with ties to white nationalism, and which pretended to disband to avoid gang conspiracy charges for a bunch of its convicted members, the Trump campaign just created their own fake group by the same name and bought Google ads to drown out the search results. They couldn't even manage that much fake distance, though, since he just became the South Florida head of even their AstroTurf group. While responding standing by, sir. Even their non-white support is literally being headed by a front for a racist terrorist group. Why? These are your people, asshole. If Eric is going to avoid being around anyone that is linked to the Michigan terror plot, does that mean he won't be able to campaign with daddy anymore? Asterisk 3 wives. Asterisk no dog. Asterisk countless affairs and abortions. Asterisk 6 bankruptcies. Asterisk 1 impeachment. Asterisk 3,500 lawsuits. Asterisk $750 in taxes. Asterisk 26 assaults on women. Asterisk 6 deferments. Asterisk 23,658 lies. Asterisk 300,000 needless deaths. Asterisk 46 million unemployed. Asterisk crashed economy. Asterisk 358 rounds of golf. Asterisk 35 handicap. Asterisk full of germs. Asterisk and no friends. It's not the only step, but it is the first step. If you're an American, make sure your voice is heard by voting on or before November 3, 2020. Register to vote, https://www.turbovote.org, here, 2 minutes. Check registration status, https://www. Headcount.org/verify voter registration/ here, 60 SECS. It's your vote. It's yours. A right-wing gun nut is linked to domestic terrorism. No, good. We don't want any Trump setting foot in Michigan ever again. If Trump wins, I hope Canada annexes us. Come on, Eric. You gotta support your people. You repugnant aberration. Great, now he has an opening in his schedule to testify to the New York Attorney General on the Trump company's tax fraud. Trump led the charge against the governor of Michigan. Oh look. Actual terrorist connections that are actually in America. On this episode of How Much Would a Republican Shit Their Pants If Obama Had This Happen? And I'm Eric, laughing. The only surprising part of this headline is that he cancelled. You know, I have successfully navigated 40 years of not being associated with Nazis or people who have tried to kidnap a governor. It's surprisingly easy. Unless, by virtue of the sheer average of people you interact with, you are likely to run into one. In that case, perhaps examine the circles you keep. Looking forward to a government where terrorists don't get a say? You've got 22 days to make it happen. Vote and volunteer. r/vote-dem. As if not hanging out with terrorists would make this Trump baby look better. What a jerk, turning his back on his base like that. Rude. The company we keep. The Trumps prefer to work with white nationalists that haven't yet been individually linked to specific domestic terrorism charges. The governor would have had a field day against the Trump campaign. They would accuse the administration of sending his son to a facility where terrorists work and train. This could not be further from the truth, but imagine the left spin. No need to fucking spin it. You support terrorist organizations. I love how this shit family always blames other people for their own shit, it's like there's a pattern or something. Eric Trump is doing events at gun shops? Absolutely pathetic. Don't cancel. Double down. Hi, I'm Eric. It's amazing that they were self-aware enough to decide to cancel the event. Maybe Eric will just receive a thank you card for the Davos money instead. Is this the first time they've distanced themselves from domestic terrorists? Political events at gun shops, wonderful. Every fucking headline blows my mind. Like, how is this out reality? Strange, usually they double down on this kind of things. There's going to be 3 or 4 mildly disappointed Michiganders. Why start now? Only because the plot failed, though. The Trumps don't appreciate failure in their ranks. Why? It's not like supporting those terrorists is going to hurt his image. Eric looks inbred as hell. Oh, what are the odds? A sane reaction to a politically charged revelation? Who is this guy and what did he do with Eric Trump? I ask because I want to make sure no one finds him. Literally the only intelligent thing one of the Trump sons has ever done. Why this picture look like he got caught taking a dump in the neighbor's yard? I think the problem isn't the spin, as there's no way to argue with an employer who says we weren't comfortable with him for a few other reasons and fired him after 3 weeks. He ended up being one of the fringe characters arrested for the Governor Whitmer kidnapping. That's doing the right thing. The problem is that the administration doesn't see the Whitmer incident as anything bad. It bears repeating. The best people. Shucks, this whole thing would have worked if they didn't get caught. Eric, probably. But /r/conservative or /r/ask Trump supporters will tell you that the folks involved in the Michigan terrorist plot are anti-Trump. Event at a gun shop. What in the fuck? Nothing like holding events at a gun shop. WTF. Sleep with dogs, you might catch fleas. Why cancel? Those are his people. I'm surprised he isn't inviting him to speak at the White House. If I'm being completely honest, this makes me just glad that the gun shop fired him for raising some red flags. Fuck that guy. Fuck the Trumps. But at minimum, good on the gun shop for firing a dangerous fanatic. Right, the mission was already accomplished. Nothing more to do there. Seems like probably not a coincidence to me. Eric missed an opportunity to solidify the base. Funny how this shit keeps happening and it's evidently no big deal. Oh, oopsie poopsie. Eric's really kicking it out of the park this week, isn't he? LOL. Bellend. No wonder Donald doesn't like Eric, he actually has a vague understanding of the word optics. Wow, what is it with all these domestic terrorists who seem to be taking Trump literally when he calls for violent uprising? But in the interest of neutrality and fairness, I'm sure Antifa did something somewhere. Really what we have is both sides getting out of control. It's probably a coincidence that nearly all the plots come from right-wing terrorists. Or the biased media or something, the party of domestic terrorism. What a reasonable decision. Round of applause. I mean, if you're gonna cancel an event, that sounds like as good a reason as any, tbh. Megacult can't catch a break, lol. Man, you got some weird friends. Oh. Are we calling it terrorism now? Took long enough. Ha ha ha. So first they are dropping ads from contested states, now they are actively avoiding their supporters. This is like those Rocket League players that FF with 2 minutes left on the clock. Easiest win ever. Oh, Eric is showing an understanding of optics. Good for him. I mean, at least he had the foresight to cancel what would have been a headline-consuming topic for like 2 days. Thanks for saving me the clicks, guy. Well, that's surprising. That he cancelled the event, not that he is connected with domestic terrorists. Eric Trump cancels event at Michigan gun shop after the media found out a former employee is linked to domestic terror plot against governor. I fixed your title for you. I'm trying think back to 2012, 2016 was already too late, and imagine a future that could have conceivably contained this headline. He's the dumb one, right? Aw, what's a matter, Eric? Your followers doing exactly what you wanted them to do? Shit getting a little too real, Yakuk boy.